And roll green. And it's up. Q Lauren.
A man facing federal firearms
Stand by B.
appears in court. I'm News 13's Lauren Brickman. I'll share the findings of a search presented today that convinced the judge to keep him in custody.
And B's rolling. It's up.
A dentist in Minnesota
Stand by
has
C.
provoked international outrage for hunting and killing a beloved African lion. Why he says he didn't know the big cat was off limits until it was too late.
And C's rolling. Stand by green.
Situation in the skies over North Dakota. A packed passenger plane running low on fuel, delayed and unable to land. What went wrong?
Roll green. It's up.
Now
Stand by 3. Stand by Holly.
From Western North Carolina's news leader.
Their name.
This is News 13 and Blue.
And roll red. And Holly's up.
A McDowell County man facing a federal firearms charge appears in court.
Service clear.
Lauren Brigman is live from the federal courthouse in downtown Asheville.
Lauren's up.
Mark Schmidt is in custody because two people fear he could be plotting a violent attack. That's right, Holly. We learned that one of the two witnesses actually works at an ammo store where Schmidt bought ammo, and him being a convicted felon, of course, he's not allowed to possess firearms or ammo. We also learned today in court what investigators found after searching more than 100 acres of property where Schmidt lives. Now, today in court at 519
Super in, thank you.
in Marion, that's the property that was told that they searched. It included
Service
Schmidt's
clear.
parents' home and a renovated apartment behind their residence where he lived. Inside the parents' home, investigators say 3 guns were found, and inside Schmidt's residence, 7 guns. The lead FBI agent stating that boxes upon boxes of ammo
Lauren.
recovered.
Coming back out to her.
Even count. Also recovered during their search 2 bulletproof vests, a journal, and a book about making plastic explosives. Now, this evidence proves alarming after one witness claimed that Schmidt would take the weapons into the woods to train, and also made comments about being unhappy at work and planned to kill his co-workers. Now, back in 1992, Schmidt was accused of planning a bank robbery while using a pipe
A lot of VO here.
at Black Mountain Town Hall as a diversion. He was arrested before that happened
VO.
and served 30 months in prison. More than 20 years later,
Stand by
Schmidt
Lauren.
now posing another potential threat, and the judge saying today that he felt this evidence was strong and compelling enough
She's
to
up.
indicate that Schmidt could be a danger
Stand by
to
3.
the community. Now, Schmidt does remain in custody. We know that he worked at a marina in Nebo where that he was arrested before this search occurred. Now, we have a crew following this story, and we will bring you much more later today on News 13. Reporting live in downtown Asheville, Lauren Brigman, News 13.
And Holly's up.
The Maggie Valley
Stand by B.
Board of Aldermen votes unanimously to leave the mayor's seat vacant for now.
And B is
It
up.
comes after the recent death of Mayor Ron DeSimone, who lost his life in a construction accident. The regularly
Service clear.
scheduled
Stand by green.
municipal election is in 97 days. For now, the interim mayor, Sarah Lynn Price, will fill in. So far, 2 candidates have filed for mayor.
Roll green.
In a
It's up.
continuing
Stand by
coverage,
3.
surveillance video made to
Holly's
keep
up.
catching whoever set
Stand
the
by
fire
C.
in West Asheville. Take a look at what
C's
our
rolling. It's up.
investigators describe as 4 teenagers taking gasoline and trying to set a stairwell at an apartment building on fire. It happened
Service
on
clear.
Haywood Road Monday night. There was damage done to some wood beams and electrical wiring. The cameras also caught the suspects running away from the scene. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at
Stand by green.
828-255-5050.
And roll green. It's up.
News 13
Stand by 3.
investigates why a local nonprofit organization is going out of business.
Stand by A.
Handmade in America has served Western North Carolina for decades.
A is up.
It's helped local communities secure
Stand by B,
thousands of
sound up.
grant money for development projects. But it's
Service clear.
closing on Friday. In recent years, debt started to add up and funding started to run out.
And B is rolling. Stand up.
Funding's what it all boils down
Stand by
to.
full
We do
screen.
not have adequate funding to get into the communities and work.
A very rose
Service clear.
picture is being painted to the public, and it's not
And
a
that's clear.
picture.
Tonight at 6, News 13's Jennifer Ebert
Full screen up.
follows the money trail and investigates why
Back to 3.
spending practices are being called into question. What she found and how it might impact you tonight at 6.
And she's up.
New
Stand by
unemployment numbers
another
in
full
North
screen.
Carolina came out today. They show that jobless rate increased in 95 of the state's 100 counties.
And it's up.
And that includes almost every county in western North Carolina. One exception is Swain County, which posted a slight decrease. Another positive note, Buncombe County has the lowest
Going back to 3 tight.
rate in the state.
And it's up. Stand by
Henry County
C.
is known for apples, but right now the focus is on peaches.
C is rolling. It's up.
Managers at Granddad's Apples and Such say peach season kicked off last week and will run through mid-September. So right now, there
There are 2 varieties that are
Super's
ready
clear.
to eat. 10 more will
Stand by
come
A, sound up.
throughout the season. Managers say their crop is faring well in the hot weather so far. When harvesting their crop, they look for certain characteristics to know when those peaches are ready.
And A's rolling. Sound up.
Color is your first indicator, and then smell and just the texture. You can tell
Super's
peach
clear.
is really good when you squeeze it just so softly, and it's just a little soft.
Cute.
Red House Apples also has a you pick or
Stand by red.
You can choose your own peaches or apples. They're open 7 days a week from 9 until 5.
And roll red.
We
It's up.
certainly have had our fair share
Stand
of
by
hot
Ingrid.
weather, and we're getting some more today. Yes,
And she's up.
right now, 84. We
Stand by
have
weather
just
graphics
warmed
full.
up in Asheville, 85 degrees down
They're
in Greenville. So we are feeling the heat this afternoon, even down in Columbia at 87, making Georgia a hot 92. Let's Department Sales News 13 Skycam Network here. This is an interesting time lapse. We go from mostly sunny in Rosman, a few clouds developing over the mountains, and then they get darker and darker. So we are starting to see a few showers develop. You can see that through the time lapse here as well, mainly at the northeast corner rather of Buncombe County. I'll show you a closer look at that coming up in my full forecast and what you can expect in the rest of the hours for today and also into the weekend. But
Stand by 3. Stand by Holly.
it's going to be hot. 87 is what we're forecasting here in Asheville by 4 p.m. And even when you get off work or maybe go for a walk after dinner, it will be hot. 85 degrees by 6 p.m. Here's a look at our headlines for today. Heavy rain is actually possible within these thunderstorms today, so we'll talk more about that coming up. Also coming up, I'll share with you when drier weather will return. Back over to you.
And Mike Q. Holly.
In Buffalo, a
Stand by B.
massive 8-month-old snow pile is still standing after last November's storm.
And B's rolling. It's up.
Nearly 10-foot mound sits at the site where city officials dumped excess snow. The dirt and weeds covering the
And
mound
Super's clear.
help insulate
Stand by
even
green.
mid-90-degree temperatures. It's not clear how long it will take to completely melt.
Roll green.
And other
It's up.
news making
Stand by 3.
headlines this noon, a man has provoked
Their
an
name.
international
She's up.
outrage for hunting and killing a beloved African
Stand by package
lion.
and C here.
Marcy Gonzalez
Super's clear.
explains the dentist on a hunt said he did not know that Cecil, as the animal was known, was off limits until it was too late.
And C's rolling. It's up.
Outside of his dental office
How long's
in
this run?
Minnesota and around the world.
1:44.
outrage
Okay,
over this
thank you.
man, Walter James Palmer, killing
That's
this
clear.
beloved, protected lion during a hunting trip in Zimbabwe.
I don't think he's got credit.
There's Mary. Super's
Cecil
clear.
the lion, famous for his black mane, reportedly lured out of the Hwenge National Park by Palmer and his guides earlier this month. The Zimbabwe Conservation Task Force saying Palmer did not have a permit, yet shot the 13-year-old lion with a bow and arrow, tracking him for more than a day before finishing him off and skinning him. The BBC saying the hunters then tried unsuccessfully to remove Cecil's GPS collar, outfitted for research by Oxford University. Those African guides in
1 minute.
today in Zimbabwe
1 minute
facing
left.
poaching charges, which Palmer could face too. He is already back here in the States, issuing a statement saying, "I had no idea that the lion I took down was a known local favorite," claiming he relied on the expertise of the guides, adding, "To my knowledge, everything about this trip was legal and properly handled and conducted." Officials in Zimbabwe dispute that and note the larger impact of Cecil's death.
Johnny
saying the
Rodriguez
lion's
is coming up.
Cubs will now likely be killed by whichever new male takes over the pride.
There he is. Super's clear.
And Palmer pleaded
There's
guilty
Marcy.
to poaching back in 2008, admitting to lying about shooting a black bear in Wisconsin outside of the permitted
Stand by 3
hunting
tight.
area. He was sentenced to a year of probation, and as for this case, Palmer says he
10 seconds.
still has not been contacted by authorities here in the U.S. or in Zimbabwe.
And that's clear.
Marcy Gonzalez, ABC News, New York.
Holly's up.
Police released
Stand by A.
dashcam video from the DUI arrest of Chattanooga gunman Muhammad Abdulaziz.
A's rolling. It's up.
His 20th arrest happened 3 months before he went on a shooting spree on 2 military centers in Chattanooga.
Super's clear.
He killed 5 service members before police fatally shot him.
3 window count up next.
Police say they followed him as he weaved on the road and they pulled him over. The officer conducted a field sobriety test, and when that officer asked about a white powder on his nose, he said it was from caffeine pills.
And it's up. Stand by B.
People in some parts of Maine are cleaning up today after severe summer storms hit that state.
B's rolling. It's up.
Winds blew a tree down onto a power line, causing an entire street to lose power.
Super's clear.
And another tree
Stand
fell
by
on top
C,
of a
sound up.
woman's home while she was inside. Fortunately, no one was hurt. Witnesses say ping pong ball-sized hail was coming down at rapid speed.
And C's rolling.
All the
trees around my house are gone, their trampoline's gone, the tree house is gone.
Super's clear.
And hopefully the truck might be okay.
There's only a couple minutes, but I mean, it did a lot of damage. There's a lot of trees over here behind
Super's
me on
clear.
the left that came down.
T's
a lot
coming
of
up.
side trees.
Mike and Q.
Strong wind gusts also knocked this tree on top of a woman's truck. The owner says pieces of her neighbor's metal roof also ended up in her yard, and some of her things are missing.
And roll green. T's up.
When your digestive tract isn't working properly, it can make your whole
Stand
body
by
feel
red.
off. Coming up at 12:10 in our health headlines, a few easy steps to get your system back on track.
And red is up.
Remember, if you can't catch News 13 on TV, you can watch our newscast streaming live on our website as well as your mobile device. Go to WLOS.com and click Watch Live to check it out.
And let's transition and take the break.
Weather
Stand by
is
green.
brought to you by Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Roll green.
Now,
What's up?
in high definition, this is your News 13
Stand by green.
Skywatch forecast.
You can Mike and Q her.
Welcome back, everyone, and good afternoon. As I mentioned before the break, I'll show you the radar because we are seeing a few showers already developing from Avery
that's super
County
clear.
down to Yancey, Mitchell County as well. So west of Burnsville right now, have a little shower there. So it looks like it's skirting Buncombe County and maybe even portions of Madison County. So not a ton of rain, but we're already starting to see these air mass thunderstorms develop. Even in our northern and actually western counties, rather, we're seeing a little bit of light rain. So this is north of Hayesville. Not a lot. And you can, in fact, look up here at our legend. It shows the light green, so that just means light rain. Over the next 2 hours, we'll continue to see this little batch of showers here. So mainly it's east of 26 and a few showers in Transylvania County working their way down into Greenville. And this will continue throughout the afternoon with the possibility for a few heavy downpours, maybe even some gusty winds. It's actually tomorrow that we have an increased chance for those storms to
How long she got here?
Plus, Department of News 13 Skycam Network shows
She's
us
got
WLOS
2.5 minutes right
and
now.
watching
Okay.
the last couple of frames, we're seeing
2.5.
fluffy clouds and a light breeze at the tops of the trees moving around. So more clouds in some other areas, especially where we're seeing that rain, but some of us are seeing really sunny conditions, and that is warming us up today. We are already at 84. That's as hot as we've been so far since midnight, but it will continue to go up. Now look at our departure. We are almost 3.5 inches right now, so that's not good news for us. And we could use some rain, especially at the Asheville airport where that reading is taken. Now temperatures right now in Franklin aren't too warm. We're
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
In Morganton, we're back here in Asheville, 84. 87 right now in Greenville. Anderson, 88. Greenwood, 88. And Columbia,
Thank you.
hot 90. Now dew points are terribly high in Asheville, in the high 60s. But
Okay.
further south, we're in the low 70s. So look at the heat index. It feels like 95 in Greenville, 97 in Anderson, Greenwood, and it feels like 88 when you step out the door right here in Buncombe County. And winds are helping just a little bit in Asheville at 5 and down into Greenville at 5 as well. Big picture here does indicate a cold front headed towards our region. And once again, some instability ahead of that front means that chance for some severe weather tomorrow. About a 50% chance for that rain across the entire region. So back here this afternoon, Futurecast model does show partly cloudy skies and really has ramped up the rain a bit through 2 o'clock. That does include our southern mountains down into Oconee County in the upstate, all the way down to Anderson, and actually here in Buncombe County through 4 o'clock this afternoon. Then in our eastern zones by dinner time, and things will start to quickly calm down as the sun sets and we cool off.
1 minute.
A few showers
1 minute.
possible, very isolated through tomorrow mid-morning. By lunchtime, we bump up our chances once again. Same thing through 4 p.m. through dinner time as well. And then we start to clear out. That's 10 o'clock on Thursday night. So behind that cold front, much different story. In fact, look at this. Clear skies. No rain for the most part Friday and into the weekend, which is an isolated storm chance. So rainfall potential isn't showing a ton of rain out of these systems. We can cross our fingers and hope, though, of course. And the next
30.
48 hours or so, we could pick up
30
to
seconds.
almost a half an inch here in the Asheville area. 87 degrees back here today. Afternoon clouds and a few showers and storms. 68 degrees tonight. 93, it'll be hot in Greenville, but not terribly hot. 72 tonight. And we stay fairly mild. Middle 80s expected next
10
7
seconds.
days.
Stand by camera 3.
Friday's rain chances way down to 20%, even into the weekend, with partly cloudy to mostly sunny conditions. A few showers return to end the weekend and into next week. Quick look at the upstate forecast. Does show not too bad, low 90s in the upstate for the weekend. Not too bad for them.
They're up. Mike and Q.
Well,
T's coming up here.
Prices have consumers ready to buy some bigger vehicles.
And T's is up.
Coming up in the business report, the jump
Stand by the break.
in some major
And let's transition and take the break. Stand by A. And A's rolling. Sound up. You can take it down, Mike and Q.
Positive territory for midday trading. So let's get you right to the boards. At noon, the Dow was
That
up
was up.
78 points at 17,708. NASDAQ was also
Stand by 3.
up 7 points at 5,096.
And 3's up.
Lower gas prices have spurred U.S.
Got her
demand for pickup trucks and SUVs. General Motors and
Yep.
Ford Motor Company have both seen a jump in earnings through June. This overshadows Volkswagen's
Super's clear.
success in capturing the
Stand by
top
C.
global sales from Toyota.
And C's rolling.
Southwest Airlines
What's up?
says it will continue its bag fly free policy. Last month, JetBlue Airways began
Super's
charging
clear.
at least $15 for the first checked bag. Until then, JetBlue was the only carrier to offer at least one free bag for all passengers. Southwest CEO fears his airline would lose some market share to its competitors by charging for the first 2 bags.
And 3's up. Stand by A.
Verifications that T-Mobile may have finally surpassed Sprint to become the nation's 3rd largest wireless carrier.
A's rolling. It's up.
That is according to research firms that track the mobile industry. And it's only for the
Super's
3
clear.
month period
Stand by B.
ended last month. However, the final tally won't be known until Sprint reports its earnings. That's going to happen on Tuesday.
And B is rolling. It's up.
Amazon is proposing a drone zone. It's an effort to make America's low-altitude
Super's clear.
airspace safe for package delivery and other uses. The idea would create rules governing how Class G airspace below 500 feet is divided up. The vice president of Amazon Prime Air suggested it be divided into layers of different types.
Stand by camera 3. It's up.
Hard to
Stand by
think
T's.
That's really going to be the way of the future, isn't it? Astronauts having a little fun, but
And
also
T's is up.
Silicon
Stand by A. Sound up.
showing off the capabilities of a new high-tech video camera.
And A's rolling. Sound up.
Coming up on Pet Pals, you
Super.
can find out
Next super,
how
please.
you can
Nope.
adopt Tiny for your home.
And let's transition and take the break. Stand by. Mike and Q them.
Have you ever wondered what
Stand by
happens if you drop Alka-Seltzer into a water bubble in zero gravity?
Super's clear.
Well, wonder no more. Astronaut Terry Burks conducted this fun experiment on the International Space Station, but it's not really for science. Burks is showing off the
A's up.
capabilities of a new high-tech video camera. The camera is capable of shooting images at what's called 6K.
Super's clear.
It's many times sharper than a
Stand by camera 3. Coming back to him.
300 frames per second in 3D.
Here we go.
Ooh, okay.
And 3's up. Stand by T's.
Pick what you're going to use. I'll use Alka-Seltzer.
Maybe it's all they have.
It's in town right now.
Roll green.
26. A
T's up.
McDowell County man facing a federal firearms charge has his
One
case
more element
closed.
here. Stand by C.
The next half hour, when investigators learned from a witness who worked at an ammo store.
And C's rolling. It's up.
Property fight, 9 at 5. How damaged crops may put a halt
Sure.
to school getting plans for the land.
And we'll pad it out. Say when.
Okay.
And let's all transition and take the break. Stand by. 5 seconds. And traffic cams up.
Welcome
Q.
back, everyone. Time right now is 12:30. Here's our News 13 traffic camera. Let's take a look to see how traffic is moving. Looks just fine, actually. On
Stand by camera 3.
This is I-26 and Brevard Road. And that's one spot we're seeing these amount of sunshine on.
They got more people probably not on the roads, probably trying to stay away from
Names.
the heat today.
Yeah, it is a hot one for sure. We're actually seeing a few clouds develop.
Other graphics up.
Golf club will create some shade, but also the threat for some afternoon thunderstorms. West Private Sales News 13 Sky Cam Network. 84 degrees right now in Asheville. Almost as hot as it is in Greenville. 85. Columbia 90. That's even warmer than Charleston along the coastline there. 87 degrees right now. The time lapse does show a few showers starting to pop up across the region. I'll zoom into those here in just a moment. I'll talk more about when we can expect some heavy rain, and then when
Step back
we
green.
see some weather drying out. Back over to you.
Roll green.
Now, to this afternoon's top story, a McDowell County man
And
will
Holly's
remain in jail after a judge says his release would cause
Super's
concern
clear.
for the safety of the community. Mark Schmidt appeared in court on a federal firearms charge today. News 13's Lauren Brigman
Lauren Brigman's up.
is live from the federal courthouse in downtown.
How about Lauren Full?
Asheville, where witnesses feared that he could actually be plotting a violent attack.
And she's up.
That's right. Schmidt being a convicted felon, he's not allowed to have a firearm, but investigators say he had that and much more. Today in federal court, we learned what they found on their search of more than
Stand by A.
100 acres at 519
A's rolling, it's up.
Apollo Drive in Marion. The search
Super in.
included Schmidt's parents' home and a renovated apartment behind their residence where he lived. Investigators say 7 firearms were found in Schmidt's apartment, 3 inside his
Super's clear.
parents' home, 2 bulletproof Journal, a book about making explosives, ball bearings, and a type of powder were also seized during that investigation. Now, the lead FBI agent stating that boxes upon boxes of ammo were found, too much to even count. Now, this evidence proves alarming after one witness claims that Schmidt would take the weapons into the woods to train, and also made comments about being unhappy at work and planned to kill his co-workers. Now, in 1992, Schmidt was accused of planning a bank robbery while using a pipe bomb as a diversion at the Black Mountain Town Hall. Now, he was arrested
Is that by Lauren?
the plan was carried out and served more than about 30 months in prison. And more than 20 years
She's
later,
back on cam?
he's now posing another potential threat, and Schmidt remains in custody. We do know that he worked at a marina in
Is that by camera 3?
He was arrested before this search began, and that he had a long time residency in McDowell County. Reporting live from downtown Asheville, Lauren Brickman, News 13.
And Holly's up.
A potentially disastrous situation
Packaging beat here.
skies over North Dakota. A packed passenger plane running low on
Nothing on that
fuel,
top line.
delayed and unable to land because the airport was temporarily closed. Mary Bruce has the tail.
And B's rolling. Sound up.
It's the terrifying exchange
Thank you.
no one
Super
wants
in.
to hear.
This
Super
one
clear.
is 122, and I
120.
don't think there's any other supers till the reporter.
Okay,
5
cool.
minutes from falling out of the skies over North Dakota. 150 passengers and crew on board.
426, Roger. There'll be a window of opening in about 20 minutes for land.
I don't have 20 minutes.
The Allegiant Airlines MD-80 was delayed to
Under a minute here.
Las Vegas, arriving at its Fargo destination during a Navy Blue Angels practice. The controller forced to wave off the desperate pilot unless he declared an emergency.
This is Grand Forks Airport, which is 70 miles to the north.
Yeah, listen, we're at bingo fuel here in about probably 3 to 4 minutes, but I got to come in and land.
Bingo is the military term for running on empty, even though all aircraft are required to carry
30 seconds.
fuel reserve.
We should have done the fuel calculations and said, we're not going to have enough gas to have our minimum required fuel when we get to our destination.
The jet ultimately declared that emergency, and the
15.
Blue Angels quickly got out of the way so the plane could land safely. The FAA
10 seconds.
is now
Mary's
investigating
there.
this dangerously close call, and the
Stand by
pilot
camera 3.
will certainly have a lot of questions to answer. Mary Bruce, ABC News, Washington.
And Mike Q. Holly. He's up.
A tree
Stand by
suddenly
C.
fell onto some kids at a summer day camp in California.
C's rolling. It's up.
75-year-old tall pine tree crashed without any warning yesterday evening.
Super's clear.
8 children were
No
hurt,
super on this
children
side.
critically. Other children
Stand by A. Sound up.
saw what happened.
And A's rolling. It's up.
A big crash and a boom, and then people were running around, screaming, calling 911, and people were all trying to race over to another place that's safe.
Mike Q.
Officials are still
Stand
trying
by
to
3.
figure out what caused the tree to come down on a clear day with minimal wind.
There you go.
A
And 3's
tornado
up.
in
Yep.
Canada caught on camera. It hit a rural area in Manitoba Monday night. Initial reports indicate damage was limited mostly to a farm.
Super's clear.
Can I see Ingrid in the monitors?
There you go.
Thank you.
And Holly's up. Stand by Ingrid.
Is our severe weather threat today here?
And Ingrid's full.
Today, but that doesn't mean that we couldn't see these storms turn strong at times with some heavy downpours and some gusty winds. We'll talk more about severe weather chances in the extended forecast.
Zach, I'm not doing
Super's
one. Sorry, no 112.
Okay, 112 dead.
Serena, tell Holly no 112.
And also eastern portions of Spruce Pine area. So if you live in these areas, anywhere around Avery County,
112 dead here.
we're seeing a little bit of some rain right now. Of course, the yellow indicating some heavier rain bands. So that's around Black Mountain, mainly north of that region. Also north of Old Fort. So continue to see these showers moving south to Old Fort. We'll see some of that rain here in the next hour. And just some isolated showers around Transylvania County. So south of Roslyn right now along the South Carolina line. Also in our western region in Cherokee County, south of Andrews, east of Murphy. And in northeast Georgia, starting to see a few of these showers develop. Over the next 2 hours, we'll see these light showers continue to move south and southeasterly. So it looks like possibly in Polk County and northwestern corner of Rutherford County. We'll eventually see some of that rain and down into Greenville and Spartanburg and Anderson eventually too. So this chance stays in the forecast this afternoon, a 40% chance for that rain. One spot that's staying dry and actually pretty sunny is North Asheville UNCA campus shot. Lester Carpet Sales News 13 Skycam Network. Almanac today does indicate that we need some rain. Almost 3.5 inches of a departure, and this reading is just taken at the Asheville airport. You might have gotten a little bit more rain lately or less rain at your house. But it's just hot. That's the big story today. 84 in Asheville, 83 in Forest City, Franklin 80, Andrews 84, and it's hot in the upstate too. Greer 87, Anderson 88, Greenwood 88, and Columbia a hot 90 degrees. Dew points in the high 60s, but low 70s in Morganton.
How much time does she have?
Down to the upstate, so that means the heat index
Well,
is not
hang on, I'm gonna get her in her ear.
especially down to Greenwood. 97 Anderson, also
1
Greer,
minute.
95.
1 minute.
Feels like
Serena, I just
Nashville,
cheated her a lot of time. I know she's probably freaking.
wind speeds at 5 miles per hour
I just
right
gave her
now,
the
so
1
that's
minute. I
helping
don't know
us
if it's gonna
slightly
work.
cool off, especially if you are on a run, maybe you're sweating a ton. That breeze will help. High pressure for now.
Gotta love
is a
Melinda.
cold front headed towards the region today and also tomorrow. That creates that instability ahead of that front, which is common. Increased chance for severe weather tomorrow. The rest of the afternoon does show these showers continuing to pop up. The orange showing some heavier rain bands and downpours a possibility today. Northern Asheville showing some downpours by about 4 p.m. So this is just one model showing this rain. And then in the Forest City, Polk
30
County
seconds.
by dinner time, and then we quickly start to clear out. Into tomorrow, another chance, of course, for those showers and storms. Rainfall potential is not very high according to this model, unfortunately, but we can just hope that we pick up at least some rain at the Asheville airport. 87 degrees in Asheville for a high temperature, 68 degrees tonight. In Greenville, 93 with those scattered afternoon storms, and 72 tonight.
Stand by, Holly.
And the rain chances actually go down just in
Stand by,
time
camera
for
3.
the weekend, so pretty good timing here. 86 Saturday, Sunday, 85. And into the upstate, low
Got her name,
90s,
thank you.
hot and dry for the weekend. Holly?
And Holly's up.
In today's
Stand by,
Melinda's
Green.
Garden Moment, diagnosing and managing diseases and disorders of landscape trees can be challenging.
Roll green.
Linda Myers shows us
Package and
an
C
expert
here.
plan for the best way to diagnose tricky tree problems.
And C's rolling. Sound up.
We've all seen
54 seconds.
seemingly healthy trees fail. Once the tree is removed, a hollow center reveals the
Super
cause
clear.
of the tree failure. Arborists now have a minimally invasive tool that helps them diagnose the soundness of a tree. This information can help them diagnose tree problems and reduce the risk of unexpected tree failures that create a hazard for people and property. An electronic high-resolution needle drill makes a fine hole in the tree. As it travels through the trunk, it measures the resistance it
30
encounters.
seconds.
A printout is produced mapping out the internal structure of the tree. As you can see, the graph aligns with the decay pattern of the trunk we tested from a felled tree. Arborists use the results of this
15.
measuring tool to get a look inside sick and declining trees. These test results
10.
can help them
Stand by.
determine if a
T's
tree is
coming
a
up.
hazard and should be removed, or one that can be saved. I'm Melinda Myers. Check out our website for this and other gardening tips.
And roll green. And T's is up. Mike Q.
Nutrition and great taste coming up in the Carolina kitchen. These macadamia nut bars are moist and full of good ingredients.
And let's transition and take the break. Stand by, green. Stand by, sound up and A. Roll green. And A is rolling. Sound up.
Welcome into the Carolina kitchen. Molly Fowler, the
A's up.
dining diva, is here with us, and you always have such great recipes. Oh, thank you. You're all about entertaining.
Absolutely.
Summertime, we do a lot of that.
We do, and might as well finish it off with a
This is 251.
macadamia nut bars, which is a very yummy dessert. And it starts off with a little crust. It's kind of like a little shortbread crust. It's with flour, a little bit of sugar, butter. You mix it up in your food processor, pat it into your pan, and bake it for about 20 minutes until it's nice and golden brown. Okay. And then while it's still hot, or you can let it cool if you want to, but you can go ahead and mix your filling. And so we're going to start off with a couple of eggs. And we'll beat the eggs just to get them broken up. And I'm going to add dark brown sugar.
Hey, Leslie. You know we haven't been adding graphics to these, right?
So as you can tell,
Because we're waiting for the new graphics system.
Yeah, and Kelly, some of them were just in there because they were older, and then
Yeah.
sometimes she edits them in.
Yeah.
But I don't know which one's which, so I haven't been putting like names to it.
Right, right.
Because
I'll get this all mixed up so it's nice and smooth. And then we're going to stir in macadamia nuts, coarsely chopped. And best if you chop those by hand instead of in a food processor because they get.
Well, it was all very ambiguous at that point.
I mean, now we're putting one there with nothing versus putting one there with the old one. So I don't know which one's worse, you know.
All right.
And macadamia nuts.
I just can't.
And a little bit of coconut nuts. If you're not a coconut fan, leave this. If you're not a macadamia nut fan, you can substitute either chopped pecans or walnuts for this one. So delicious. So we'll pour it in, and then this is going to go back into your oven for about
And 30 seconds, 30.
Oh, that looks delicious.
So there we go. So those will go into the oven. 25 minutes and it's got it dessert.
That looks great. Let's get to the recipe. Go to our website, WLOS.com. Click on the
Hey,
Carolina.
we got that one.
Dead.
That's the fastest way for you.
117 is dead, yes, sir. Coming out to the T's.
You can also check us out on Pinterest, and you can check out the Dining Diva. Molly, thanks so much. Thank you, Holly. And this is going to be dessert. Of course. And that's what's cooking in the Carolina kitchen.
And roll green. Tees up.
A
Thank you.
single source of thousands of cash rebates from popular retailers. Up next in Tech Time. See how it works with no coupon clipping required.
And let's transition and take the break. Stand by green.
Skyland Automotive, for people who love to drive.
And here we go. And roll green. It's up. Stand by camera 3.
Welcome back, 12:47 right now. Here's
And they're up.
clipping coupons, but you still want to save money, like most of us. Try Ibotta. It's a single
Stand by camera
source of
1.
thousands of
Francie.
cash rebates from popular retailers. Technology consultant Francie Black is here to show us how it works. It kind of sounds too good to be true.
And 1's up.
It does. So if you like to save money shopping, you might want to try this app. So what Ibotta is
3's
a
back.
single
Stand by
app
4.
that has cash rebates for thousands of products from all
4's
kinds of
up.
popular retailers. Target, Walmart, Home Depot, Lowe's,
Stand by 3.
all of those. And they're all in a single place, so you don't have to
3's back.
look in many different locations. And just to compare and contrast it to traditional rebates, so in the traditional world,
Stand by
what do
4.
you have to do to get a rebate? You gotta
4's
print
up.
it out, you gotta get the receipt, you gotta make a copy of it, and
3's
then
back.
fill it all out.
Stand by 1.
Exactly. So
1's
you
back
know,
up.
all kinds of steps, and then you hope in
Stand by 3.
4 to 8 weeks you might get your
3's
rebate,
up.
right?
And if you remember it, because sometimes they never show up, and sometimes it's been like 6 months, and you're like, did I fill that out?
Well, Ibotta solves all those problems, so it's all
Stand
done
by 4 again.
electronically. And so
4's up.
you go in, and basically you can look at all different categories. So it's not just for
3's back up.
electronics, it's for groceries, even
1, can you do like a tilt
eggs,
down on the screen?
vegetables, fruits.
Like a
You
slow
can
tilt
buy
down?
products, electronics, restaurants, sports and business. So they
Stand
have
by
a
1.
full variety. And you go in.
Go ahead.
I'm going to go into, actually, I'm going to go into grocery. I'm going to go into back to school.
It's up.
So
Thank
if I
you.
go to back to school, you can see, just to show you some of the retailers, Walmart, Kroger, Harris Teeter, Target, they have 23 rebates, Publix, Food Lion,
Stand by 3.
CVS.
Very nice one.
So known brands, known names. So
And here we go with 3.
I'm going
3's
to
back.
Walmart and take a look at some of their rebates. And so these are all for back to school. So
Show
there's
Holly
4.
2 minutes.
bags,
2.
bread, applesauce, yogurt.
2 minutes.
All
2
kinds
left.
of different products. So I'm going to go in.
Just to look
and
at
really
Three's back
see
up.
that, huh?
It might be $1, it might be 20 cents, it might be $5. So I'm going to go in
Stand by 1.
for
1's back up.
yogurt. And what you do to unlock the rebate is
If she doesn't look at you soon, well, never mind, it's ring.
I think she just did.
Yeah, she did.
It'll give you some information about it and how it's nutritionally good for you. And
Stand
some
by
other
4.
tips to make you more aware of the product. And that's
4's
how
up.
you unlock it to use it. And then once you unlock it, it's added to your shopping list. And then you go shop at your retailers. And instead of
Stand by 3.
photocopying your
3's
receipts
back.
and so
Stand by
forth,
1.
you redeem it here on your app. And tell us what you bought. And
Stand by
so you
4.
take a
4's
picture
up.
of the barcode. Okay. And then you take a picture of the receipt. And the money shows up in your Ibotta account.
And 3's back up.
in
Stand by
48
camera 1.
hours.
1's up.
Wow, 2 days. Okay.
Stand by 3.
Yeah, so it's pretty
3 is
good.
up.
So,
1 minute. 1.
1 minute left. 1 minute.
Yeah, so you can still use your coupons, of course. If you have coupons, use those at the store. But this is even like for milk and eggs, things that you use
4's
on
up.
a daily basis or specialty items as well. And so it's just a lot easier. And
Stand by 3.
online retailers as well, like Amazon has some items on here.
3's up.
Macy's.
1, go ahead and move, just to be safe.
And then just to point out one other thing on like Food Line, the
Stand by
Food Line
4.
is considered as a preferred store, so just want to point this out that they've partnered
30.
30 seconds.
with Food Line, so you don't even have to take a picture of it, of the coupon. It automatically matches up with your MVP card. You put that in, and you automatically get the rebate. And even better. So it's really easy, and then you can use it through PayPal or on the gift cards. And
Can you show her a wrap, Serena?
When you're shopping, don't know how many of us are not going to get that app now. I know I am. If you want to learn more about the apps, Francie Showcase, go to WLOS.com, click on Tech Time. That's where you can also sign up for her free e-newsletter.
No iPad wisdom
Tech tips.
on there today?
iPad wisdom there. Ingrid?
I mean, Francie usually has something.
A tiny chihuahua pub mix
Tease.
that is small but
Tease
will
is up.
steal your heart in a big way.
Stand by B.
Coming up, meet today's pet pal and find out how you can take him home today.
And B's rolling. It's up.
Today on News 13 at 5:30, 2 local acts perform on America's Got Talent. Find out if they moved on to the next round.
And let's transition and take the break. Roll green.
A small dog who was already healthy
by A.
Meet Tiny, the pint-sized star of today's Pet Pal.
And A's rolling. Sound up.
Welcome to this week's Pet Pals edition. We're joined
What
here
an
by
original
Zach
name
from
for a
the
little
Blue
dog.
Ridge Humane Society, and we've got Tiny here. Now, tell us a little bit.
We have Tiny. Tiny is a Chihuahua Pug mix. And
Seems clear.
honestly, we only got him yesterday from the county shelter. He's housebroken. He's about 10 pounds, no more than that.
Very docile, has a great temperament.
Great personality. We don't know about other dogs or cats. There were some kids out at the Blue Ridge yesterday walking here.
1 minute to show. 1 minute.
Seemed to like kids.
Now, you say besides the kids, this dog is actually going to be one for an older couple, or really any family as well.
Anybody.
And now, what kind of dog is this?
He is a Chihuahua Pug mix.
And he is housebroken, so that's the good news. Anytime you guys want to adopt, let us know how we can actually adopt him.
Okay, call Blue Ridge Humane Society at 685
How much time?
7107. Ask for
10 seconds.
And he'll be waiting on you.
He'll be waiting, hopefully.
Stand by 3. 30 in the show. 30 seconds in the show. And they're up.
Oh, Heidi. I think it comes with that little handkerchief, too. A little bit of it, yes.
And done with the outerwear.
Now we're seeing a few showers
Weather's up.
in the next 2 hours continuing to develop
Yeah.
across the region. So we have that
15.
chance today, 50 tomorrow. But then only isolated
And
storms.
they're back.
Could be pretty good time
And
to
10.
Friday.
9. 8.
They're looking up for us
7.
in the forecast. They are.
6.
Thanks so much for
5.
joining us. We hope you have
4.
a wonderful
3.
Wednesday.
2. 1. And boom. We're done.
Oh, yeah.
Stand by. Here we go in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll green.
This is a
Stand by
News
3.
13 update.
And she's up.
I'm Holly Hedrick. A McDowell County man facing federal firearms charges was in court today. Investigators say they found
15.
boxes of ammo and bulletproof vests at Mark Schmidt's home.
10.
Aldermen
9.
of Maggie Valley vote to
8.
leave the mayor's seat open
7.
until the November
6.
election. It comes
5.
after the recent death
4.
of Mayor Rondi Simone.
3.
And at 5,
2.
a fight over farmland.
1. Roll green.
This has been a News 13
Perfect.
update.